Race number 3 is the Hong Kong Guangdong Cup, and it's a trophy race over the 1200 metres for the Class 4s. Baby Crystal gets a tongue tie for the first time. Beato is on the class drop. Speedy Smarty will wear blinkers for his first time. Super winner, all of his wins have been 1400 metres. Manlighter first starter has had the 3 trials. Courier Magic cheek pieces off. The hood is added. Jazz Club jumps up from the 1000 to the 1200. Dublin Star, he's a dual winner over the 1200 but hasn't won since May of 2021. And Amigo's Giggle on the comeback trail, his first start since October. He's been off the scene, Tom, with a left fore fetlock injury.
Yeah, he has been, and first up for 250 odd days. So we'll see what he can do. 8 trigrams, he normally always goes forward. Baby Crystal was very erratic up on the pace last time out. Super Winner's another horse, Paul, that can get forward. And Speedy Smarty, he led and began very fast in a recent barrier trial.
Yeah, and look, he's got blinkers on the first time. So, look, I think there is a bit of pace in this race. So he may be able to get some cover, Speedy Smarty. He's a big price if he does. The first starter, Manstar, is showing a bit of speed in his trials as well. So I don't think he'll be too far away.
Our first replay, though, Paul, is a horse that you've usually got in your selections. Baby Crystal. He runs 5th here and has the £135 again this week.
Got him in only as a Quinella horse this time because he has to carry the big weight of 135 from 11. Tongue tie will go on him for the first time. Look, he's been running consistently. Did win 3 starts ago. Second last time, so he's normally thereabouts.
We've seen the form out of this race work out with the horse in the green up near this pace here. Greenwich coming out and winning from a wide draw the other day. He was just very erratic, which was not really like Baby Crystal last time out, but there's always certainly ability there with him. He's a one-time winner who's placed several occasions. He's
won a trial too since that, beating a Charity Bingo. Smart fighter, Tom. This was his first start. There he is, wide turning for home. He ends up running 3rd, beaten a length and a half.
Good debut from a terrible barrier draw. He had barrier 14 for his first up run here, beaten only a length and a half, as you mentioned, behind Module Constructions. So he's definitely one of the main players. He's been back to the trials. He's been given plenty of time to get over this debut run, Paul, and I think he can definitely win.
So do I. I've got him on top as well. I just thought it was a really good debut run. Barrier 14 on this occasion, as we said, and you can see him. He was wide at the back and he just kept on the whole way. So it was a really good run from him.
Speedy Smarty has been back to the trials too, Paul. He started at 72 to 1 on debut, then 4.4, 8.9 and 5.6. He's better than 40 to 1 in early betting for this.
I'm going to include him too. I mean, I was with him when he won. He won really nicely then, fought back and did beat Module Construction, who's come out and won since then. So that form looks pretty good. He had to clear excuses at his last start. He was wide all the way. He's just got to overcome a bad draw.
Yeah, blinkers are on in this trial with Michael D riding. He rides come race day, and as Paul mentioned, that clear excuse last time out really dropped away. That was deemed unacceptable, but there were reasons for it.
Right, that's the replays for race number 3. What about the selections?
Going to go with Smart Fighter, the horse we saw earlier on. It was a nice win from him on debut. I think he'll be with natural improvement, can win this race. Baby Crystal, there's ability there, no question. He just has to overcome the wide draw and the weight. Speedy Smarty's an over for me, 42s. That's a big price for him. He goes in there for 3rd with the blinkers on for the first time. Dublin Star, he's been racing some consistent races. Should get a nice run from his draw. Look, I called him Man Star before. It's actually Man Light, that first starter. He should get a nice run from barrier 4. Interesting to see what he can do in debut. But the numbers were 7, 1, 4, 11.
7 on top for me as well. I think the Ricky U horse can certainly prevail in this Smart Fighter. A Sacred Falls 3-year-old, a great run on debut. Baby Crystal, hopefully he's a little more tractable this time round. Agree with Paul with what he said about Speedy Smarty. And I will throw in Man Light, who did win a barrier trial in Sydney at Randwick with Mark Newnham. He was a $160,000 Inglis yearling. I think his trials have been okay and he's drawn in the right sort of spot. So 7, 1, 4 and 6.
And for treble punters, race number 3 is the first leg of that early treble.